play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya.
Okay. Are we live? Are we on? Yeah, are we on, everybody? Yeah, let's get started. Testing, testing. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, we're on, mashallah. Hi, everybody. It's Sumaya here. How are you all, mashallah? How are you? I've missed you all so much. How was your week? Yeah? How was your week today? So today, as you know, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. A little bit different. You know what it is? We're going to be having a nice chat. I'm going to be listening to all of you, all of your questions, and anything you want me to ask. Anything you want to ask me. Sorry, sometimes I get my words muddled up. Okay, inshallah. So please forgive me. So today, the class is a little different. It's a live chat with Sumaya. I hope you can enjoy it and hope we're all going to have so much fun and learn good things from each other, inshallah. So, get typing, everybody. Tell me who you are, where you're calling from, and what questions you may have for me. So, the questions might be like about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. It might be about you. You might be feeling a little sad about something and you want to ask me about it. Or you might want to ask a question about Allah or religion, Islam. Yeah? So inshallah, today we're going to have a chat and inshallah we're going to learn lots with each other, inshallah. Okay? Are you with me? So, mashallah. And I also had some nice emails from you guys. Yeah, mashallah, my friends. You even emailed me and some of you requested some special things. So inshallah, at the end of the show, I'm gonna try to answer, inshallah. Okay? So I keep saying inshallah a lot, which means that I want Allah to bless it. Okay? Inshallah. So let's get started. I'm going to be having a look at the chat now and see who's joined us today from all over the world, inshallah. Okay? Are you ready? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace and blessings be upon you all, inshallah. This is the greeting of Muslims. We say Assalamu alaikum. Yeah? Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Wa rahmatullahi, and the mercy of Allah. Wa barakatuhu, and the blessings of Allah. Did you know? I think you probably know from the lesson from Imam Bashir. He told us about this, that every time we give the full salams, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, we get 30 rewards. Yes, just 30 rewards for saying hello. Yeah, mashallah, for saying hi. And this is the best way to say hi because you get reward for it and you're making dua for someone too. Yeah, you're asking Allah to look after them and have peace. Yeah, inshallah, and bless them. Right, so let me get started and let me have a look at my chat. Okay? Sorry, my throat today. You know, in London it's getting very, very cold. How's the weather in your country where you're from? Or what city are you from? Let me know, okay? It's really, really cold and a lot of my family members, they've got colds. So please make dua for us, okay? Inshallah, okay? MashaAllah. So, Assalamu alaikum, Hannah. Assalamu alaikum, welcome Hannah. How are you? Did I have a good week? Hannah said. I had a very good week, mashallah. I had school, I had my madrasa. Madrasa is like my Islamic studies where I learn with Imam Bashir, Quran, and I like to memorize the Quran, and I also want to learn about the Prophet Muhammad and my religion because this makes me understand Islam better. And also when I learn more, I love Allah so much. I love him so much because you learn so much about him and you realize all the wonderful things that Allah does for us, mashallah. So let's get started. Okay, so Hannah says, mashallah, did I have a good week? Yes, Hannah, how was your week? I hope you had a lovely week, inshallah. Okay, and then we've got from Asma. Assalamu alaikum. Asma's joined us today. And then we've got wa alaikum assalam from Afia. Assalamu alaikum, Afia. Assalamu alaikum, Ash. Assalamu alaikum, Ash. Yes, mashallah, that's Ash. And then we have, Ash is from the USA in America. How's the weather in America? Yeah, how is the USA today? Is it nice? Yeah, because here it's really cold in England. I'm in England, yeah, London. Mashallah, Ash says, I'm such a big fan. Thank you very much, Ash, mashallah. That's so lovely to hear. Do you know how amazing it is that I can sit in front of you guys and we can learn from each other? This is the best part of my week. Did I tell you that? It's the best part of my week, mashallah. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got Kafaya said Assalamu alaikum, Kafaya. Hi, Kafaya. Assalamu alaikum, Aisha. Assalamu alaikum, Isa and Hafsa from Canada. Assalamu alaikum, Canada. How is Canada's weather? MashaAllah. You know, us English people, we're funny, isn't it? We always talk about the weather. I don't know why, but we always talk about the weather. Oh, today's nice. Today's cold. Inshallah. That's how we are. We're British. Assalamu alaikum. Asma, Aisha, Iman Billah. Wow, that's a nice name. Iman Billah. Ayatullahi and Nahima from London. Assalamu alaikum. Then we've got Homera. Assalamu alaikum. Ibrahim and Hafsa. How you doing? Big wave from me, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. There's another Sumaya in the house. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. We have, can Muslims, we've got questions already. So let's have a look, shall we? So remember, today is all about you and what you want to ask. So get typing and tell me your thoughts, what questions you might have for me, okay, inshallah. So let's have a look on my chat. I didn't want to miss anybody out. So we have a really good question. A really, really good question. You know why? Because it's about Christmas. And Christmas is just in this month, isn't it? The 25th of December, where many people in the world, they celebrate Christmas. Not me. Sorry, we don't. No, some people celebrate Christmas, especially people who are from the Christian faith, yeah? The Christian faith are the people who believe in the Bible and believe in Jesus. But we believe in Jesus too. Did you know that? Jesus is Isa alayhi salam. He is one of the amazing prophets. And mashallah, Christmas is about him. But as Muslims, we can't celebrate Christmas. And I'm going to tell you why. And why there's a little difference. Because to be honest, Christians and Muslims, we're very close. We're like friends. Yeah, we're so close. We love Jesus. We love Isa alayhi salam. Yeah, and we do all the good things. But there's one big difference. Do you know what that big difference is? Do you know? Well, that big difference is that Christians believe that Isa alayhi salam, Jesus, is the son of Allah. Yes, so for many of our viewers who've joined us, we're Muslims, we know that that's not correct, is it? No. No, we know that's not right, because in the Quran, Allah makes it really clear. And do you remember last lesson I was going through Suratul Ikhlas? Yeah? قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Say he is Allah, the only one. Allahu Samad. He doesn't need anything, but we all need him. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. And he doesn't have any children, and he doesn't have any parents. Walam yakul lahu. And there's nothing like Allah. Kufuwan ahad. So this surah made it really clear, guys, that Allah doesn't have any children, and Jesus is not the son of God. No, he's not the son of Allah, but he is a blessed messenger and prophet that Allah sent, mashallah. Okay? So this is a big difference. And Christmas, what happens at Christmas? Well, we celebrate not we, again I said we, the Christians, they celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. They call him Jesus Christ, yeah? Because they believe Okay, so inshallah, Jesus alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, we believe that he wasn't the son of Allah and that he was just a prophet and a messenger, just like all the other prophets and messengers, like Adam alayhi salam, like Noah alayhi salam, like Abraham alayhi salam, like Muhammad, the last and final prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Do you remember? We say sallallahu alayhi wasallam when we say his name. So that's the big difference, that we can't really celebrate Christmas, guys, because if we celebrate it, even though we just want to, be with our friends and take part, but what we're saying to Allah is that we believe that Jesus is the son of Allah, and that's not true. And Allah would be very, very unhappy if we celebrate it, because even though we think we don't mean any harm, what are we really saying? That it's okay to say that Jesus is the son of God, and it's not, guys. It's not. No. Okay? So let's have a look at the next question. I hope that answered your question. Can I join my friend wearing Christmas jumper at school, from Asma? So this is about Christmas, isn't it? And you want to wear a Christmas jumper. And a Christmas jumper, the whole point is that it's all about Christmas, isn't it? And I know it's not really nice to say, actually, I don't celebrate Christmas, and it feels really unfair that we can't take part in some things. But you always have to remember that who are you really, really trying to impress? Who is the most important? Allah, of course. And he would be so happy. He would be so happy if... Who is that? That's from Asma. Asma, listen to Allah and think, actually, Allah might not be happy, but I'm going to wear another jumper and say that I love Jesus. Yeah, I love Isa alayhi salam, but I'm still going to, be friends, inshallah, okay? So I hope that answered your question, Asma, because that was a really good one. And I know it's really tough when you know that we shouldn't really be doing things because it's not really in our religion and our faith, and it's not our way of life. But there's lots of ways that we can make things fun. We've got the 2 E's, and we'll talk about that another time. But remember, just be honest with your friend. Just say, I don't believe this, but I care about you so much, and I hope you really have a nice holiday. Yeah, inshallah. Okay, then we've got Mariam. Sarah, is moving so many questions. I can't miss you out. Let me have a look. Technology. I've missed some people out. Was there another question? Aisha and Imam from London. Okay. Salam Sumaya from Asia. Yahya from Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum. We don't, it is haram. Asia said it's haram. But saying haram is a bit rough, isn't it? It's a bit harsh. What we can say is that we don't believe this, but we hope you have a nice time, okay? Our Prophet Muhammad, he was always very gentle and kind. So when people say, they might not understand that we don't celebrate. So be kind and nice, and don't say, oh no, it's haram, it's bad, it's evil. No, this is what people believe, and we should respect it, yeah? Because we want them to respect the way we live and the things that we celebrate and the things that we do, isn't it? Like the way we dress, yeah? And the way we speak as well, inshallah. Okay, so let's have a look. Hi, Sumaya. My week was wonderful, Hannah says. I agree with the other person from the USA. It's very cold here. Wow, it's really cold in the USA. It is winter. I think we're going to have snow soon. What do you think? Subhanallah. MashaAllah. Okay, then we've got more people. Send us some love. Okay, send us some love, everyone. Inshallah, lots of love. Tap your hearts, okay? Tap them on your keyboard or tap them on your phones, okay? MashaAllah. Hi, that's from Lamis says hello. Assalamu alaikum, Lamis. And then we've got Okay, another question. Question number 2. We've got Ash who says, are there any ways I can learn Salah because I'm having a lot of trouble? Okay, so, wow, Ash, you know that Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya. Do you remember the song? The first thing that we ever did was make a video about how to pray. I hope you have watched it. Have you seen that video? Yeah, we've got it on YouTube, we've got it on our app, and it's so easy. It's like a cartoon, and you just watch Ali praying, and you watch me praying. Yeah, and it goes by step. So there's lots of way that we can learn, okay, inshallah. And what's really good way to learn is if you pray with your family. Yeah, so if you have adults or siblings or brothers and sisters that know how to pray well, you follow them, and that's really good. Or even your friends, yeah, or even your grandma, yeah, okay, or your granddad. MashaAllah. Okay, so share this video with your friends so that we can all ask lots of fun questions and enjoy each other's company and the blessings of Allah, isn't it? Yeah, inshallah. So let's have a look what's next. Okay, we've got more. Yes, Isa alayhi salam was the son of Maryam alayhi salam. Yes, remember Mary, and we talked about that last December. We'll talk about it again soon as well, inshallah. Okay, and then we've got Sarah from London. Assalamu alaikum, big hearts. Assalamu alaikum. What is a jumper in USA English, Sumaya? Oh, a jumper is a jumper. Isn't it a jumper that you wear? I'm not wearing a jumper. I'm wearing my best clothes because I'm meeting you all. But a jumper is like, a big woolly thing, isn't it? That you wear and when you feel comfortable. Inshallah. And you wear it in London. I think that was your question. I'm not quite sure what you meant by that, Hannah. What is a jumper? A sweater? Do you say that in America? A sweater? Is that right? Maybe that's the right word. Yes, a sweater. Is that right, Hannah? Am I correct? MashaAllah. Ash says, yes, I watch your videos and I downloaded the app. It was very helpful. But one thing I want to point out is that there is a small bug. Okay, there's a small bug in the house. Okay, so make sure, Ash, that you email us and let us know what the bug is. Okay? Because sometimes we might think it's the app, but actually it might be a problem with your device, like your phone or your tablet, yeah? So we will send it to our technical team, yeah? Email us, okay, inshallah. And they will have a look into your question. Okay, Ash, thank you so much. MashaAllah. Kafaya said my birthday is April the 12th. MashaAllah, may Allah bless you. So, there was a bit of a glitch there, inshallah. So we're going to have a little break because I need a little bit of water. My throat is really dry. So Ash had a really good question about salah and prayer. And we're going to look into that, inshallah. But don't forget, we've got this amazing app that teaches you all about Islam. Not only just salah, your prayer, but how to read and all about our religion, mashallah. And Kafaya says her birthday is April the 12th. Yes, Kafaya, well done, inshallah. But we're having a break now, okay? And I'll see you in a little while. See you in a bit, okay? See you soon. Assalamu alaikum.
Brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim, Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya. Brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim, gonna play. We're gonna pray. We're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray. We're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya. Brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya. Brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim, gonna play. We're gonna pray. We're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. We're gonna play, we're gonna pray. We're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah, let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya. Brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya. Brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim gonna play. We're gonna pray. We're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah. Let's do this every day. We're gonna play. We're gonna pray. We're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah. Let's do this every day. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya, brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim. We're gonna play. We're gonna pray. We're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah. Let's do this every day. We're gonna play. We're gonna pray. We're gonna play and pray every day. Praise Allah and Rasulullah. Let's do this every day.
Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. Where's the wave? There you are. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, what's that echo? I can hear it really loud. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a look. I hope you're all well, and I hope you've been thinking about the questions that I've been asking, inshallah. So we talked about Christmas, and we talked about wearing a Christmas jumper, and I think that's a sweater. I think you called it sweater in America. Okay, inshallah. Okay, then we got, I'm just going to have a look at the chat and who I've missed. It's a quick break. Yes, I had a little water break. Alhamdulillah. Nice, mashallah. So Hannah had a question. Hannah said, I just thought of a question, Sumaya. Do Muslims celebrate birthdays? And that's a really good question because someone mentioned their birthday before. Yes, and Asiya said her birthday is March the 11th. And Alhamdulillah, may Allah bless you all, mashallah, and give you many beautiful years, inshallah. But birthdays is actually something that really wasn't celebrated in our religion. Do you know that the Prophet Muhammad, he never celebrated his birthday, but he did acknowledge it. So you're allowed to say, yes, it's my birthday, I was born on this day. But really, you know, all the parties and the cakes and the presents, even though they're very nice, what you have to remember that everything that we do in our religion is because Allah asked us to do it. And some things that is not part of our religion is because our Prophet never did it. And what you have to remember is we live the way our Prophet Muhammad lived because he was the best example of a Muslim. So if we want to be the best Muslim, we have to look at how he was. What did he do on his birthday? So he made lots of dua and prayers, mashallah. And yes, you can say it's my birthday and your family can, acknowledge you. Oh, you're 12 today, you're 13 today. But where did all this celebrating come from? This was actually all made up. And it really was something that people did just to make money. So even though it seems so fun and you feel so special on that day, it's actually something that we don't really celebrate. And you might be confused because you'll see even some Muslims celebrate their birthdays. And so it can be confusing. So do your own research, guys. Don't just take my word. This is what I was taught. Imam Bashir taught us. And when I have any questions, and sometimes I feel sad, sometimes think, oh, I want a birthday party. I want presents. But then I remember that Allah, who loves me and created me, wants me to worship Him and live the right way, the best way. Okay? Inshallah. Very good question, Hannah. Thank you. MashaAllah. And then we have 2 amazing celebrations. Don't forget that. Do you remember? We have Eid. Not only one, we have 2 massive Eids that we can make big and we get presents and we celebrate. It's so much fun. And that's why I like to decorate and plan Eid in advance so we can have so much fun and never miss out on having parties and presents and decorations and plays and all the things you want, fun things you want to do on Eid, yeah? So it doesn't mean that you don't have anything. Islam, we have lots of celebrations too, okay? MashaAllah. Right, let's have a look. Who else has joined us today? We have Asma says, Assalamu alaikum from Muzna. Assalamu alaikum, Muzna. How are you today? Assalamu alaikum. Then we've got Nahima. Assalamu alaikum, Nahima. Okay, MashaAllah. Oh, Asya says, happy birthday. I hope you were listening. Okay. Yes, Hannah says, yes, a jumper is called a sweater in America. Thank you for answering my question. Thank you, Hannah. That's really good because in different parts of the world, we call things different things, isn't it? MashaAllah. And then that's really beautiful. And do you know what's going on at the moment? Football. Do you like football? Yeah, the football's going on, and they held it in Qatar, a Muslim country. And I don't know if you watched the show, but they recited Quran at the beginning, and it was so much fun. Yeah, mashallah. And in that presentation, they said that we all come from different places of the world so that we can learn from each other. Yes, and be friends. So look, Hannah, you're all in America and I'm in England and we're learning so much from each other. MashaAllah. Saeed says, Assalamu alaikum. We are siblings, yeah? Ryan, Hamad and Maryam. Hi. Ryan, Hamad, Maryam, MashaAllah. I hope you like each other. You brothers and sisters, yeah? Inshallah. And then we've got... Let's have a look. This is my mum's account. My name is Zakaria. Assalamu alaikum, Zakaria. Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah. And then we have, my family isn't really religious. And as I have a lot of trouble learning. And they want to celebrate Christmas, but I can't. What should I tell them? Ash, wow, that's really tough, Ash. I'm really sorry to hear that because it can be tough because when your family believe different things, it's really difficult because you don't want to hurt their feelings, isn't it? Yeah? So you said they're not very religious. So what I would say is that just always be kind and nice to your family, but say in a nice way that I don't really like doing this because I don't believe it's correct. Yeah, and hopefully they will understand, even if they don't do it themselves. Inshallah, they'll respect your decision. And that takes a lot of courage, Ash. Well done. MashaAllah, you're brave. You're really, really brave to say that. Well done. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. That made me feel really, really nice that you told me that because that's quite personal. Thank you, Ash. MashaAllah. Aisha said fasting and praying. What about fasting and praying? Did you have a question? MashaAllah. And then we have, Husna says, I miss you. I miss you too, but I'm here. Assalamu alaikum. Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. Yes, that's the two Eids that Muslims celebrate and we make it fantastic. And we have such a party. Yeah, mashallah. Okay. Olora says, I love football. I love football too. You know, today, England are playing. Yeah. Because I'm England, I kind of support England. Sometimes I don't agree with the things England do. But... you know, this is my country and, you know, I'm proud to be English and I'm also very proud to be Muslim. MashaAllah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm a big fan, says Kafaya. Assalam wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. MashaAllah. Okay, so what's the time? I have to check because I've been told I can only speak for 30 minutes because otherwise everyone would get bored apparently. Are you bored? Okay, mashallah. So I love football. I'm going to play football today with my friend, says Ash. Mashallah. Abdul Rahman says, Assalamu alaikum, Zainab from Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum. And then I've got Abdul Rahman. Assalamu alaikum, Abdul Rahman. Assalamu alaikum, Asma and Aisha. We are twins. Wow. You're twins. Do you look exactly the same? Wow, I find that so amazing, mashallah. Sarah and... Assalamu alaikum, Sarah. And Losserson, that's unusual name, mashallah. Assalamu alaikum. And... I don't like that. Sarah, what did you say? I'm not going to read it out. That's not a nice thing to say because we're all children here and we should watch what we say, okay? Have you been on holiday? And if you have, where? Well, yes, I went on holiday in summer to Mauritius. Have you been to Mauritius? Yeah, it was so lovely. MashaAllah. Oh, it was amazing. And you know, there's a lot of Muslims in Mauritius, so there was lots of mosques. The food was halal, so I was very happy. And we did lots of swimming and it was so nice. Did you guys go on holiday? Yeah? I'd like to go on holiday now because it's too cold. MashaAllah. Taiba says Assalamu alaikum. Taiba. Assalamu alaikum. Muhammad's here from New York. Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad. Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much. And okay, alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum from Manha. I love your show. Thank you very much, Manha. Assalamu alaikum. We have, yes, mashallah. Ayatullah, assalamu alaikum, Ayatullah. Wow. And which country, where to go for the chat? I don't know. I think you're typing, aren't you? Yeah, you're typing on your keyboards. Do you have any questions for me? Samir and Safiya, assalamu alaikum from Toronto. Did not get any hi yet. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Samir and Safiya, you're getting a hi now. Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah. And Ash has another question. Ash, am I allowed to celebrate an Iranian holiday? It's called Nowruz. I am Iranian and it's the Persian New Year. Wow. So in all parts of the world, there's different celebrations, okay? And to be honest, I don't really know about this celebration. I'll be honest, I have to ask Imam Bashir about that. You know why? Because if it affects the way what you believe in, then we shouldn't celebrate it. So that's why I don't know what it's all about. So I'll have to check with Imam Bashir and let you know, okay? But if it's just having like a fun time together, I don't know. So I'll check with Imam Bashir, okay, Ash, about what is it called? Nowruz. MashaAllah. Okay? Assalamu alaikum, Ihsan. Assalamu alaikum. I've got Assalamu alaikum, Saeed Moyuddin. MashaAllah. Assalamu alaikum, Saeed. MashaAllah. How was the Quran made? The next question. Wow. Now, that's an amazing question, and I think it has to be the last one for today because we're nearly out of time, mashallah, but I've had so much fun, isn't it? Alhamdulillah. So the last question of the day is, how was the Quran made? And that was from, let me get that right, from Hamera, mashallah. Hamera Hassan says that, mashallah. And that's a really good question because when I was little, I used to think that the Quran was just a big book, that just came from the heaven. No. Actually, there's a beautiful story. And Ali and Sumaya, we actually did the story, about how the Quran came about in our Let's Read app. That's also in our Ali and Sumaya school. So if you want to watch that cartoon and watch the story about how the Quran came about, make sure you sign up to the school, okay? So, how did the Quran come about? Well, one time there was Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we know that he lived in a city called Mecca in Saudi Arabia, in Mecca. And his people were the Quraysh, and they used to worship the idols, like the statues. They used to worship idols. And Prophet Muhammad, his people used to worship idols, but he never felt comfortable about that, He used to go to a mountain and think about life and think about things. And when he was 40 years old, how old was he? 40 years old, he went up the mountain one day like he normally does. And out from nowhere, there came a man in the cave with him up at the top of the mountain. And Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he got scared. He got scared. And he didn't know where this man had come from. And the man said, Iqra, read. But Muhammad, I don't know if you know, guys, he was never taught to read and write. Yeah, he was never taught to read and write. He was an orphan. His mummy and daddy died when he was very little. Yeah, and he was never taught to read and write. So he said to the man, this strange man in the cave, I don't know how to read. The man squeezed him tight. And he said, again, Iqra. And again, Prophet Muhammad said, I don't know how to read. And again, the man squeezed him really tight and said, Iqra, Bismi Rabbika alladhi khalaq. Wow, these were the first words of Allah. Did you know that? The first words of Allah. From who? Allah sent Angel Jibreel alayhi salam in his human form. Did you know that Angel Jibreel, Angel Gabriel in Christianity, he's the biggest and best angel, and Allah gave him permission and gave him the Quran, the words of Allah, like he did actually with other prophets. Other prophets, he brought the words of Allah too, yeah? But over time, the words were changed. And then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was chosen as the last and final prophet to be given the words of Allah through Angel Jibreel. And he's sometimes called the messenger because he brings the risala, the message from Allah to the prophet. And he brings the words of Allah to him directly. And he recited those words. And then what happened? Prophet Muhammad, he was able miraculously to recite Iqra Bismi Rabbika alladhi khalaq. So these were the first words of the Quran, and the Quran came down in little pieces all through time. Yeah, so the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was 40 years old when the first words came down, and he passed away when he was 63. So that means the Quran came over 23 years. So the Quran came little by little by little, and then it was collated and written down by the companions of the Prophet. Yes, it was written down by the prophets, mashallah. It was so amazing. So that's how the Quran came about. And if you really want to know more about this story, go to our app because it tells you a lot more, inshallah. Okay, Aisha says, I already know this story. I know it's a really famous story, mashallah. Okay, why do we have to do so? Oh, we've got lots of questions now, but I think that's the last question for today, inshallah. So let's have a look. I hope you enjoyed that story about how the Quran was revealed from Allah through Angel Jibreel alayhi salam to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to say bye-bye now because it's time to go. So let's have a quick shout out to all my friends, inshallah. If I haven't called your name, type your name and where you're from, inshallah, and I'll say salams, and then we will have to meet next week, okay? So next week, have a really good think about, the questions you want to ask, okay? Now, in one of the emails, my big fan, what's his name? I can't remember, but he emails me all the time. And one of the things he said, Sumaya, can you set us a challenge for next week? And I thought, that's an amazing idea. That's an amazing idea, mashallah. Yeah, so what should we set a challenge for? So last week, we talked about Allah, and we talked about saying Kul huwallahu ahad, that surah, and if we read it, we get the reward of reading 1/3 of the Quran, isn't it? And if you read it 10 times, you get the reward of reading the Quran. We get the reward of a palace in Jannah. So my target for you guys is read Surah Ikhlas 10 times every day. Okay? And I want to see who is up for the challenge, okay? Inshallah? Yeah? Inshallah. So, Jazakallahu khair. I'm going to give my final shout outs to everyone. Zakaria from Birmingham, Assalamu alaikum. Taiba, Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah. Lamis, Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah. And then we've got Aisha, Asma, Aya, and Iman. Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah. Goodbye, Sumaya from Ayatullah. Bye, Ayatullah. Assalamu alaikum. See you next time. What is your email? Oh, I'll put it in the chat, okay? If you look in the chat, we'll send you our email address, okay? MashaAllah. Hafsa and Ibrahim, Assalamu alaikum. Hinda, Assalamu alaikum from the USA. Hi, Hinda. Assalamu alaikum. I'm up for the challenge, Mahima says. Yeah, let's see who reads Surah Ikhlas 10 times every day for 7 days. MashaAllah. Isa and Hafsa from Canada. Assalamu alaikum. Ashar from Canada. Taiba from Birmingham. Manha. Assalamu alaikum. So, Jazakallahu khair, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed today's show because it was a little different. I feel like I wanted to talk more. I didn't want to be teaching all the time because I'm teaching always at the school, you know. There's lots of classes that I do. So all my lessons are there. But I like to talk to you guys and see what you're thinking and what you're up to and, you know, all the questions you have and the thoughts you have, mashallah. Okay, so it's lovely. I really enjoyed today. I hope you did too. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Jazakallahu khair.
Brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim, Ali and Sumaya, Ali and Sumaya. Brother and sister, Muslim and Muslim.
An entire world of gameplay and lessons in one amazing app. Design your avatar and play games. Accept quests and earn badges. Meet your teachers and learn at the virtual school. With hundreds of learning activities that every young Muslim needs to know. Join the thousands of students learning with us by visiting aliandsumaya.com. Download now. Step into the next dimension of Islamic learning at the Ali and Sumaya school. An entire world of gameplay and lessons in one amazing app. Design your avatar and play games. Accept quests and earn badges. Meet your teachers and learn at the virtual school. With hundreds of learning activities that every young Muslim needs to know. Join the thousands of students learning with us by visiting aliandsumaya.com. Download now. Step into the next dimension of Islamic learning at the Ali and Sumaya school. An entire world of gameplay and lessons in one amazing app. Design your avatar and play games. Accept quests and earn badges. Meet your teachers and learn at the virtual school. With hundreds of learning activities that every young Muslim needs to know. Join the thousands of students learning with us by visiting aliandsumaya.com. Download now. Step into the next dimension of Islamic learning at the Ali and Sumaya school. An entire world of gameplay and lessons in one amazing app. Design your avatar and play games. Accept quests and earn badges. Meet your teachers and learn at the virtual school. With hundreds of learning activities that every young Muslim needs to know. Join the thousands of students learning with us by visiting aliandsumaya.com. Download now. Step into the next dimension of Islamic learning at the Ali and Sumaya school. An entire world of gameplay and lessons in one amazing app. Design your avatar and play games. Accept quests and earn badges. Meet your teachers and learn at the virtual school. With hundreds of